the man in yellow. Delivered in. Neville. Amokachi might score. He might score. Schmeichel is not going to get back. He's still in the centre circle. Still Amokachi, but they've now got two back. And he's just strolling back. I don't believe it. The cup goes to Goodison Park. Everton's fifth success, and how well led by the number 5. Third time lucky for Joe Royle against Alec Ferguson. The team that were battling to avoid relegation didn't win a match in the Premiership until the 1st of November. Had only 8 points out of 42 when Joe Royle took over as manager. Have survived and have won the cup. And Manchester United have ended with nothing. It's Joe Royle's day. They still look stunned and they still look delighted. Pallister sportingly goes to the opposition manager. And there are tears at the Manchester United end, while at the Everton end the celebrations go on. Joe Royle wanting to make sure that he can find a word for everyone. And here, Dave Watson, the captain.
And he's my man of the match, actually. I thought he was superb throughout the 90 minutes. Neville Southall made 2 or 3 vital saves, but for the consistency of always getting the foot in or just getting his head to the vital cross, I thought Dave Watson, and no player, I think, for Everton probably deserves the plaudit, because he's been a wonderful servant for the club.
Peter Schmeichel beaten once, and it counted for everything. Steve Bruce, the unlucky opposition captain who had to go off. Good sporting reaction from the supporters of Manchester United, who sing, "You'll always look on the bright side of life." Even in defeat, they will dance and sing, but they don't at the moment. Paul Rideout, the scorer of the only goal that has won for Everton the 50th FA Cup final since the war. First success since 1984, a decade in which they came 5 times. And they came 4 times here and won only the once. But this time they got revenge for that defeat in 1985. Neville Southall. The doubts really just disappeared as the season went on, and he played so well, as his manager Joe Royle knows only too well, and that successful manager is now waiting to talk to Tony Govern. Joe Royle.
Joe, many congratulations. Everton, bottom of Premier Division when you took over. You've stayed in the Premier Division, now you've won the Cup. It's a remarkable story.
I think someone's writing the script. I can't believe it. Very proud of all these people here, and the players have been magnificent. Especially my number 2, Willie Donachie's the man.
I don't think Manchester United themselves would argue that the team that's played best on the day won the Cup.
I thought at half-time we'd played ever so well. Disappointed we didn't have another goal. Naturally, we sat back a little bit second half. We said not to, but they did. And Big Neville's come into his own then. Yeah, we deserved it. Perhaps our name was written on it.
Only 6 defeats in 34 matches since you returned to Goodison after a 20-year absence.
Yes, very proud, very pleased. And I'm going to have a good night tonight, Tony.
Well done, Joe. Thank you very much.
The runners-up medals for Manchester United, a record 13th appearance, but not a record 9th win. First time Mark Hughes has been on the losing side. Young, disappointed face of Gary Neville. Bobby Charlton trying to find a word in defeat. Ryan Giggs, who threatened to turn it round, but in the end they were denied by Southall. Alec Ferguson. The faces say it all. And 10 years after, he climbed the steps to pick up the League Cup. Dave Watson picks up in a moment the FA Cup, sponsored by Littlewoods Pools. He follows Dixie Dean, Brian LeBone and Kevin Ratcliffe as a winning Everton captain at Wembley. Prince of Wales hands the cup, which he shows to the fans of Everton, whose season has been turned round. And it means the city of Liverpool will go. Look at the disappointed, it would seem, face of young Prince Harry. His team will come again, that's for sure. Barry Horn, Matt Jackson. There's always somebody with a cap. It's the Swede, Anders Limpar. Joe Parkinson. David Unsworth. He was like that all afternoon with Mark Hughes. Scorer of the only goal, and McCatchy able to get his chance afterwards. So did Duncan Ferguson. Substitute goalkeeper Jason Curtin and Gary Ablett, and the winning manager. Why did they wait so long to let managers come up? They deserve it. Means that the city of Liverpool will have two sides in Europe next season, and that hasn't happened for a decade. Nice reaction, Mr. and Mrs. Sir and Lady Bobby Charlton and Joe Royle. Good reaction all around the ground in the season which has had so many problems. The contest was well fought, and the spectators have reacted in sporting fashion. It's been a good finale to the club season. Captured for posterity the moment that Everton won the cup. A little variation. Everton, because their supporters are at that end, obviously go to them first. So often, Stuart Barlow didn't get into the side, so often the lap of honour has been round the other way. Team photograph as the losing skipper and the young Welshman make their way from the pitch. Alec Ferguson said experience teaches you to be philosophical, and he's applauded by and applauds in turn the Everton supporters as he walks away. For so long they'd seemed certainties to lose their place in the top echelons, and instead they now have a basis to rebuild Goodison Park. The FA Cup is an awfully good way to start. And he wants to go on into his 40s, and on that sort of form, who can blame him? Came into this match with 4 wins against each other each in the FA Cup.